What up guys, G-Murph from Mission DJ here. Today's video, I want to talk about Mixcloud's new copyright-free live stream service, and it's also free. So this is really exciting. There's been some other platforms that have posted about this. This is my version. It's not going to be a how-to, but it's going to be a little explanation of what you have to do to get everything you need in order to run it successfully, and then what I've seen, some takeaways from my first run through, okay? So make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do what you gotta do to support Mission DJ for more videos on how to get better at DJing. All right guys, so Mixcloud. I've loved Mixcloud forever. I think they're better than SoundCloud for a bunch of different reasons. But if you're not using Mixcloud, you should definitely start uploading your mixes to Mixcloud as opposed to SoundCloud, just because there's limitations and Mixcloud is free and with no limitations. So it's awesome. A lot of great DJs are up there. So start doing that. And if you're mad about IG, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, taking down your live streams, then you should definitely get on board with Mixcloud, okay? So there's a few things that you need to know. First off, I'm going to direct you to a Google search, all right? I could make a how-to on how to do this, but Mixcloud and some other guys have already done this, so rather than reinvent the wheel, I'm going to just kind of direct you in the right direction. So Google how to go live on Mixcloud, okay? How to go live on Mixcloud. And that's gonna bring you to Mixcloud's overview of how to go live. Okay, it should be the first link. So click on that. It's gonna tell you everything you need to do. It's also gonna let you know that it's not that simple. I'm also gonna let you know that right now too. It's not that simple. It's not that simple as going into IG or Facebook and scrolling over and clicking live, and then you're live. No, I wish it was that simple. You actually need an additional streaming software service or platform. It's not necessarily a service because it's free to make Mixcloud Live work. Okay, so the link that you will get to after Googling how to go live on Mixcloud will give you several options on streaming services and platforms. And the one that's recommended by Mixcloud is OBS. OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. So you're gonna need this in addition to the Mixcloud platform to make it all come together and work. So what OBS is an open source video recording and live streaming software. Okay, so you can go to obsproject.com and download it. And what it is essentially is you can mix video and audio from a lot of different sources in one screen. So what that ends up being is if your audience is looking at your screen, you could have a webcam on your face and another cam on your gear. And those can be in two different sections of the video. And then in the middle or somewhere else, you can have, say, visuals of people dancing or like a nature scene or something cool for your audience to look at while they're watching you mix. So you've probably seen DJs do this and it looks amazing. And I believe they're using some sort of streaming software like OBS. So there's a lot of different ways you can configure it. You can put images on there too. You can put text, multiple camera views, all that sort of thing. So once you download it, definitely play around with it and use their guides. So go to obsproject.com and download the software. Now, once you pick your version, I was using a Mac, so you can use a PC or Mac version. I have a 2017 MacBook Pro, and once you click on the Mac version, it's gonna bring you to a download screen that says thank you for downloading, and just go through the simple steps of downloading the software. But if you have a Mac as opposed to a PC, you're gonna need additional software. Yes, you heard me right. More software to make this work. The good thing is OBS provides a nice tutorial for downloading the software and making it work. There's a lot of configurations. It's not that, it's kind of straightforward, but it's pretty involved, okay? Just a forewarning. So set aside like an hour to do this, because that's how long it took me. And then it took me longer to kind of test the stream itself. Okay, so this is a kind of a day-long project. But what you want to do is, after you download, click the quick start guide, which is right below the thank you for the download. And it's going to bring you to the quick start guide. It has a couple steps. So the second one is going to tell you that you need an additional software for a Mac. And just click on the link where it has blue and it's a link, and then it'll take you to a YouTube video that explains how to configure everything. And that's where it kind of gets involved. Okay, I want to talk about some benefits and challenges that I've found with the OBS software and Mixcloud. All right, so first, benefits. Really clear audio. Once I figured it out, had to do some troubleshooting, which we'll talk about in a second, but really great audio, as well as really cool visuals that I put on the screen that people could watch while they're listening to me spin. So that was cool. And you can put your name, you can put your hashtag, you can do whatever you'd like there. Some challenges I found was, I tried it with my turntable setup, and what I found, and I use control vinyl with Serato on turntables and a DJM S9 Pioneer mixer. And unfortunately, the tone from the control vinyl was coming through the audio and just layering on top of the music. So picture hearing the music and then a whoo right on top of it. Super annoying, not gonna fly in any live stream or any audio, period. So I need to look further into that and dig around and see how I can fix that. If you guys have any ideas, or if you've run into the same issue, please let me know. It would save me a lot of time. The second disadvantage was a CDJ setup. This seemed very complicated. You have to go through Rekordbox and seemingly have to use 2 or 3 other patch softwares to make it work. I'm not going to go through that time to do that right now. I may in the future, but this is my first run through. So what I was forced to do was use a controller. Now that's not the end of the world. It's not my preferred setup, but a controller works the smoothest and it's the simplest. So it's basically plug and play. Now, the only thing with that is, and what these tutorials won't tell you, is the audio issues that you may come across with using a controller or probably any setup. So the amps within the OBS or your controller are coming in really hot right away, meaning they're super loud. So all of my sound that I was trialing out to start out was like incredibly distorted and was clipping like crazy. And I couldn't figure it out until I messed with the trim knobs, which are the individual gains for the individual channels on each of the controllers, on your controller. And I turned that pretty much halfway down. So I normally have them at 12 o'clock, and I just took it down a notch about to 10 o'clock. And that seemed to work and produce clear audio. Your master volume, at least on mine, doesn't change the audio in the OBS software, because that's where the audio is coming to and then streaming out into Mixcloud. So don't worry about your master. I believe it's going to be only your gain, your trim knob on your controller that is going to allow you to fluctuate and modify the volume. You can also modify the volume in the mixer panel on the OBS software, and I'd recommend you do that too, so that you get it just in the yellow and not in the red, because the red is clipping. And again, mine was clipping from the beginning. It was straight red, like just awful sounding. So freaked me out at first, but then I messed around with the knobs and that mixer part. You can also put filters on your sound, so like compression, noise gate, and some other, there's like 6 or 7 different filters on there, which I haven't messed with yet, but I believe they might help if you know a lot about audio mixing to really fine tune your audio. Okay guys, so that's it. It's kind of involved, but it's worth it. Okay, I can't wait to actually run a live stream set with an audience to hear feedback, and also for them to see my really cool visuals that I'm gonna set up. I'm excited about it. I'm also really excited about not gonna get flagged for copyright issues. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Us DJs are supposed to promote music. It's not like we're stealing it. I don't understand it. I'm not an attorney though, but it's really frustrating. I'm sure you feel my pain. So I'm excited about that. So all you need to do is to get started is Google how to go live with Mixcloud, and it's going to bring you to Mixcloud. It's going to have their setup guide there, and then you're going to want to download OBS or another live streaming software, go through their startup guide, and make sure you follow all the steps to configure your audio, and then get that OBS software to talk to Mixcloud, and it'll walk you through all of that. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, if you're stuck. I'm happy to help. So yeah, I hope it works out for you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Happy live streaming.